Let's go, people. Back by popular demand. It's your boys, the barber, the better. Here to bring you some more winners this week. Let's go. First game on the slate. Thanksgiving Day game. Detroit Lions against the Chicago Bears. Lions minus 10.5. Over under 48.5. What's your thoughts on this one?
Kneecaps, boy. Man, manicure boy is gonna have a problem this week, man. You know, I took him last week because I was having, I didn't believe in the Vikings like that. He helped your boy out, but it's back to fade Caleb, man. I don't think he stands a chance against this Lions team, bro. They just on fire right now. They rolling. And last week I said they were 2-1 against spreads over a touchdown. Now they 3-1, man. I'm rocking with the hot hand, and that's just what it is, man. Big Lions. How you feel?
Yes, I'm gonna go Lions too, same. Especially after seeing Caleb walking over with his zesty ass in that jean suit. but yeah, man, I think definitely Lions, man. I think Lions, and I also like in this game the under too. Talk about that more later, but I like the under in this game. I think even if they cover the spread, which is rare, it could still go under because I could see a scenario where, and we was talking about it, like, the Bears might get 14 points. So if the Bears get 14 and then the Lions got even 24, you know what I mean? That's still under, well under. I think this game should be under in the Lions. What else you think? Anything else? Any player props? Anything on them?
Nah, you know what I do like? Jamison Williams over a 20+ yard reception should be a lot. That's literally his job. And Jahmyr Gibbs, man. As we're shooting now, they don't have his receiving props out, but when they drop, I'm loving his receiving prop, no matter the number, 25.5, 30.5. I just think that it's going to be one of those games, especially if Montgomery's banged up. He'll get a lot of that work in the backfield. Those are two legs that I like.
Yeah, same thing. Caleb gets trashed in this game, right?
I do. I think it's going to be Lions big. You might even, if you're feeling real Thanksgiving-y, go ahead, 2 tutties. Put the 13.5 on it, get some plus money. Treat yourself to a nice holiday, man. It's going to be Lions big this week.
Yeah, it's going to be some sad Bears fans. Sorry for you.
It's hunting season out here.
Next game.
Next up on the Thanksgiving slate, we got the Giants headed to Jerry's World to play the Cowboys. Cowboys are favored 3.5. The over-under's 37.5. How you feel about this one?
I think the Cowboys got this one, but I'm not falling for this trap. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen this 100 times. I'm not falling for it. So, all right, first we're going to beat the Redskins, right? Division game. So, everybody, oh, wow, the Redskins, they're pretty good this year. Okay, right? After Michael Parsons says, what a really good team, right? After all that, right? Come out. Okay. Then, now we're going to go face the bum-ass Giants, right? Like, they couldn't even score last week, barely, against Tampa, man. You know what I mean? And then beating them is going to be nothing except false hope. So I think the Cowboys win this week. All the Cowboy fans are jacked 2 in a row just so they can break your heart again. You know what I mean? I know I've seen this story a bunch of times, but I think in this game, Cowboys cover. I think the Giants are just trash. What you think?
This game sucks. Let's get that right. This game is trash. Divisional matchup between 2 teams that just don't really know what they have going on right now. And I was dog hunting, and I have this theory. Who knows? There's no scientific backing to this. I just feel like usually on days like this, holidays, you get 2 favorites and an underdog, right? And with the way my picks were swinging, I'm a rock with the Giants. I have no faith in the G-Man. Let's not get that twisted. They're going to put Drew Lock out there. They're saying Tommy DeVito's not 100%. Shit, I wouldn't be 100% after I got my ass whooped by the Buccaneers last week either. You feel me? Baker was out there disrespecting the God, bro. Yo, Tommy Cutlets in his backyard. Yo, Baker was killing these dudes, man. So I'm a rock with the Giants. Don't love it, but, Thanksgiving miracle, maybe. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, you seen that reporter, too? She was riding Baker hard. Remember, she was trying to ask some heavy question like, did you know you were going to do it before?
Bro, they asked him if he was Italian. He said, bro, I just did it. It just felt right. He said, just spur of the moment, yo. You can't be trying to read Matt into shit. Sometimes things just happen, bro. Baker was out there feeling himself. He's running the score up on his bum-ass team. Hit him with one of these, Baker. I hope he does it again this week just to piss him off.
Yo, he hit him with the best line, too. He's like, I don't know. I haven't done a 23.
Oh, man, yo. These reporters and their questions, man. Sometimes I swear. And then this dude, man, since we're talking about reporting, yo, Malik Neighbors, learn how to chew some gum. They're asking him questions. My man, I couldn't even do it, yo. My man over here chomping. Sound like a horse chewing grass, bro. I couldn't. Oh, man, that dude is crazy, bro. And then I wouldn't throw you the ball neither, my guy. Crazy.
He's going to get a big game this week. Watch.
Hey,
you know how it goes.
You know what? Go ahead, man. I need y'all to come. I just took y'all, so go ahead, man.
Everybody knows every time they show something crazy about the receivers going off or he's volatile, he's doing something, next week they just feed him.
Calling out the coach, talking about Ask Brian. He didn't even say Ask Coach. He said Ask Brian.
His over receiving is like 60. I play that. For the third game, the night game on the Thanksgiving Day slate, we got the Miami Dolphins heading to Lambeau. Dolphins getting 3.5, over under 47.5. What you think about this game?
I like the pack in this one, man. And a lot of it comes down to, man, Tua just can't play in the cold. It's a proven fact. The statistics show. I mean, and you can't blame the kid, right? Born in Hawaii, college in Alabama, he playing for the Miami Dolphins. My boy's allergic to the cold, and that's okay. But anytime he hits something under 40 degrees, Tua's a no-show. And I feel like a lot of that about a lot of these dudes. Now, Tyreek played in Kansas City, won Super Bowls in Arrowhead. I get it. He could play in the cold, but at this point right now, I really feel like Tyreek is a decoy, man. And when we're watching the games, Tyreek is always open, and they're not throwing him the ball. They're throwing it to Jonnu Smith. They're hitting A-Chain. Waddle just had a revival last week, had like 100-something crazy yards. So I'm really feeling like Tyreek is a decoy. I think that wrist is actually, hindering him a little bit more than they're leading on. So I really actually kind of like fading Tyreek this week if you're feeling a little froggy. But I'm going to go with the Packers and Jordan Love. I know I talked junk last week about how he makes questionable decisions, and I still stand by that. But I just think that this Packers team, when they're clicking with the cold, I'm going to go with the Pack.
Yeah, same here. I'm going to go with the Pack. I don't know. Same here. I just think the Dolphins a little overachieved too, even like last week. They beat up on the bum teams, and they don't usually do that great against the good teams. Going in the cold, Lambeau at night. Who the hell wants to go there? I feel cold watching that shit. You know what I mean?
For real.
Man, that shit crazy. And then when it's cold like that too, they don't like to hit. So that's why I think Jacobs might have a decent game too, because it'll be cold like that. The defenders don't want to hit the ball runners when they run like that. And then you also got with Tyreek. I see what you're saying. My man got like a little conspiracy theory. He thinks he could be on to something too, though. You heard it here first too, because I haven't heard nobody else say that Tyreek is that hurt that's why he's not getting the ball lately. He's saying if you watch the film, you see him open and everything. They're still not throwing to him. That he's more just a decoy. That really could be. But then I also can see a scenario where you fade Tyreek and he has like a Shaquan day, right? Remember that?
100%.
He got 150 yards, 2 touchdowns and stuff too, though. So I don't know about that one, but I think the Packers got this in Lambeau at night. Let's go.
And then we got a treat this year again. We got another Black Friday game. We got the Raiders going to see the Chiefs in Arrowhead. The Chiefs are favored -12.5. The over/under is 42.5. How you feel about this one?
This one's tough, man. It's just the Raiders are just so bad. They just so trash. It's but then Carolina's the dumpster of the league, right? And then they ended up covering last week. Everybody thinks they're Super Bowl when they play the Chiefs. This one's tough for me. I can see a scenario where the Raiders hang in there. They do got some fight in them still. You see it when you watch the games on the sideline. And Max Crosby, they're still amped. They're still playing hard every play. They are still playing, and that is a lot of points. But I would go Chiefs on this one, though. My best play on this, though, especially if Madsen is out again, is Abdullah receiving yards over. I crushed it on that last week. It was plus like 250 for 25 yards. It was only like 15. All Abdullah does is catch the ball. On a regular day, he's like a third down back. That's all he does. So if he's the only back out there, and then they're going to be getting pressured, they got Aiden O'Connell. The prop isn't out for that yet, but when that comes out, hammer that Abdullah over receiving yards. That would be the best play on that game, but it's tough. I don't feel good about it, but I'll go Chiefs.
I'm going to rock with the Raiders, man. And again, I don't feel good about it either, to be honest with you, man. But the Chiefs, like you said, last week against the Panthers, had a hell of a struggle. They just been playing those close kind of games this year. When they played the Raiders earlier in the season, I took the Chiefs. They played me. So I think the Raiders are not a good team. Don't get me wrong. They're going to have Aiden O'Connell out there because Gardner Minshew broke his collarbone. But I do think, 12.5, I think the Raiders could lose by 10, right? You can lose by 10. I can see that in this world. So I'm going to rock with the Raiders. I do like Travis Kelce for a touchdown this week, though. I think he's starting to find his groove, and the wide receivers over there, they're still trying to figure all that out. I seen a stat where it said, the receivers are only getting like a third of the snaps throughout the games, or averaging, you know what I'm saying? And Travis Kelce's the only consistent person that's out there. So I do like Travis Kelce for a tutty this week. That's how I feel about the Black Friday joint.
Yeah, I think Hopkins is a good one to find the end zone this week. But that's it. Okay. The moment everybody been waiting for, the big bet jet parlay of the day. Won't change your life, but it'll change your day. Again, the parameters of the big bet jet parlay is it always got to be plus 1,000. No matter what, it's bet plus 1,000. Not no little, plus 250 or something. It's always plus 1,000. You know what I mean? So let me bring the big bet jet to cash or not. Bring it in right now.
So we always at least plus 1,000. But it's Thanksgiving, so we doubling it up, boy. So we got 6 legs plus 22.57. Now we rocking out all day. We know we eating all day. We watching football. We got a parlay to stretch out all the way. So let's rock. First leg, Detroit Lions versus the Bears. We got Jahmyr Gibbs, 60 plus rushing yards. David Montgomery left the game last week. He was banged up. He may play this week, but when he's hobbled, Jahmyr Gibbs is going to eat. And like we said before, Lions are going to take this game all the way. Jahmyr Gibbs, 60 yards. Lock it in. Next leg, we got DeAndre Swift over 13.5 receiving yards. They just changed up the offensive coordinator over there. He's been hitting this in his last few games. They're really starting to try to move that ball, put it in Caleb's hands. And while Caleb's trash, 14 yards for DeAndre Swift, easy money. Next game, we got the Giants versus the Cowboys. We're going to go CeeDee Lamb, 50 plus receiving yards. He had 10 receptions last week, only turned out to 67 yards, but hey, that keeps us covering. Cooper Rush got to throw him the rock, lock it in. Next leg, we got Wan'Dale Robinson, 40 plus receiving yards. Drew Lock is going to come in here and try to prove that he's the number one option now. They should have gave him the job over Tommy Cutlets last week. He was mad about it. So we're going to see Malik Neighbors will probably get his. Wan'Dale Robinson, he's going to have to move that ball around, lock it in. And for the night game, we got the Dolphins versus the Packers. We're going to take Jaden Reed for a 20 plus yard reception. He does this every game. That's his bread and butter. That's how they get the ball rolling. Lock it in. And then we got Jonnu Smith, 40 plus receiving yards. He's one of Tua's newest favorite targets, especially since, I'm talking about Tyreek being a decoy. He's going to get his, lock it in. And with those 6 legs, plus 22.57, $10 bring you home $225. 100 bring you home 2G, 2,200. Lock it in. Let's get this money, baby.
Let's go, people. For the play of the day, we got under 50.5 in the Bears and Lions game. That should hit easy. The Bears ain't even gonna score. Even if it's like 14-30, you hit that. 17-30, you're still under that number. That's easy play. Lock it up. Let's go. And for the parlay today, I went a little crazy, little influenced by the big bet jet, maybe, you know what I mean? But this one, you can chop down however you want. If you look at it right here, it's broken down into 3 games, same game parlays. For the first 2 legs, we got Detroit minus 6.5 and Keenan Allen over 49.5 receiving yards. That should be easy. Caleb likes to go to Keenan Allen. You can see they got some chemistry. And then Detroit doing by a touchdown. That's easy. Lock those 2 legs up. In the second game, the Cowboys against the Giants, we got CeeDee Lamb over 60.5 receiving yards. That should be easy. He hits that every game with Cooper Rush. Second leg in that game is over 33.5. You need 34 points to hit the over. Lock it up. And the last 3 legs on the parlay in the Green Bay game is Green Bay, money line, easy money. They got this. Second leg, Jordan Reed, over 50.5 receiving yards. Easy money. You know him and Love, deep ball. He might get that in 1 catch. Third leg is Jordan Love to pass for over 1.5 touchdowns. Jordan Love passed 2 touchdowns. You can chop it up however you want. As you can see, all the legs is all plus money in the same game parlay. But if you put them all together, $100 will win you $2,450. As always, thank me tomorrow.
Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Remember, for those daily plays, remember to follow us on all social media platforms. Only gamble what you can afford to lose. Never chase your losses. Like, comment, subscribe.
And as always, thank me tomorrow.